They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He'll buy some time right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play action. It's Herbert rolling to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Now he's flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive game. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Robert Quinn able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
We're scoreless after 1. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. from the gun. It's Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Taylor to throw. They'll roll him out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like the NFC's going to have it, and they do. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Sliding it. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And that's picked up by the AFC.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
And he is going to bring this one back. A fumble return for an AFC touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the... And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. That was tremendous effort, especially after the catch. Breaking through tackles, fighting for extra yards.
So was that just great effort, or were there a lot of missed tackles?
Yeah, the defense did help him a bit.
Yeah, he certainly did, but let's focus on the positive. He made it happen.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 29 yards. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion. And now they have an 8-6 lead. Now Herbert following the turnover. Steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Out to his left. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
Oh, my
And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the AFC has retaken the lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection and led to the block.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
On the move to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Rodgers now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Buying time to his left. Herbert has it knocked free. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And now off to the races. And the ball comes loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now this one has been fun so far, as the Pro Bowl usually is. A lot of relaxed faces out there. 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Herbert forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run with Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd down and goal. Herbert rolling to his right. Touchdown! Jamar Chase. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. The AFC coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. Now the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The first catch of the game for George Kittle, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, and he can't escape, and down he goes. Darius Leonard, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Pass complete. It's Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the line. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself. But it was fourth down, and the possession changes. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Ready to begin.